Welcome. Oh my God, it is my first tarot live stream. I know, I have been neglecting this channel for a while. That's the camera, okay, that's where I need to look at. I have been neglecting this channel. I intend to be a bit more active. Yeah, I've been focusing most likely on my other channel about twin flame coaching, and it is more about manifesting coaching, and astrology, twin flame astrology. So you can check that out. But now let's do some energy check up for twin flames or divine counterparts. And let's see if I'm going to stay alone and throughout this entire thing. Who knows? Or if some people are going to join me. But you will be able to watch it later as well. I am starting with the Mutant Tarot. It's a German deck. You can see here, it is my favorite. There is some nudity in here, but it is art. It's not pornographic. So spirits, give us some messages for the Twin Flame Collective. Oh my, I'm a bit nervous. Never been live before. You've already got one card, haven't seen it yet. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So we got this card first. It's Lancelot and Ginevra, 5 of Cups. It is called Pain. I just realized that it is mirror image for you. But you can already see there's two people that want to be together, and then there's some higher influence. You see the angel in the back that is preventing it. Why? Because maybe it's not divine timing yet. There is some circumstances. Circumstances, of course, could be distance, long distance. It could be other people influencing this connection. But we do see that there is spirit here. So this connection does have a chance, but right now we do have the energy of longing, of missing, and we all know what happens when we are in the energy of lack, right? We attract more lack. There is no union in this kind of energy. We have to overcome that first. But fortunately, we do have the Chariots as well. Fast movement going forward. We do see a white and a black horse. We got the yin yang. So there's two people who do miss each other generously and who want to get some progress in this connection. Let's see what else. So there is progress happening, but also this longing. Okay. Two more Major Arcana cards. So we got 4 cards out and 3 Major Arcana cards. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Can you see it here? And again, we got one dark side, one light side, or the other way around, dark and light, night and day, yin yang. And this card, the Wheel of Fortune, can talk about clearing some karmic cycles, some karmic patterns. There is patterns that are repeating on autopilot until we clear them. As I always say, if you still have lack mentality, you cannot get to the next step. You have to overcome these fears first. And the same thing is, once we are in our self-love, then of course we do attract that. So yeah, we're called to clear some karmic patterns. And we've got the Tower. Oh my God. So the Tower, we all know it is a card where stuff is coming up. To me, it is a very divine card because we have been oppressing stuff for a while, and I see I have my very first watcher. Hello, welcome. So with the Tower card, there is some things that are coming up, but that is okay because it is in order to clear that with the Wheel of Fortune and to get the fast moving progress with the Chariot to overcome the separation that is going on. What else do we have? Let's see. But with this card, as I said, there is some divine guidance happening in this connection. Spirit is observing it, but Spirit is also keeping us apart when it's not the right energy. And the right energy is, it always depends on us and our own development. Okay, we got something else. Ooh, we got the Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups in this deck. So after this kind of separation, after we have cleared those patterns here that were coming up at the Tower, we have cleared them, we have made that progress, then there is some kind of offer coming. And for those of you where I mentioned where the interference may be, for example, long distance, There may be an offer to travel together because the Chariot can talk about traveling or to move, or an invitation because the Page of Cups, it is a page, no, it's the Knight of Cups, sorry, can also to me talk about invitations. So many Major Arcana cards. Oh my God. I have my deck here and I just felt guided to pick up this card. It's the Universe. And we were talking about clearing some karmic cycles with this card. And the Universe, congratulations, is also a card of clearing karmic patterns. Underneath, we have Triumph. It's lust or power. And this card, Triumph, of course, indicates being able to do it and being able to overcome that. And it's also a card that is talking about strong attraction for me. And attraction not just in sexual, but also lust indicates I want to spend time with you. I want to talk to you. I want to be intimate with you. And intimacy doesn't have to be strictly sexual. And the other cards, another Major Arcana card. So we got, how many cards do we have? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. Out of those 8 cards, we get 6 Major Arcana cards. This is Justice. Another card that can talk about karma. And I always have to say karma for me has nothing to do with the other person. Karma is an own inner imbalance. It is something within us that we are called to clear right now. So wow, this phase for Twin Flames right now seems to be extremely important because again, 6 Major Arcana cards out of 8 cards. So extremely divinely guided. And it is a card where we're called to look at old patterns and to overcome them. Let's check the Psychic Tarot. What else we have? But this is pretty amazing. There's so much going on right now in this energy. So maybe for some of you, we're also called to do some active shadow work. Like, I'm a big fan of the revision technique. You can see a video on the revision technique in my other channel, Magic Soul Ascension Coaching. It is a technique where we can change our memories because our memories is something that is not fixed. Your conscious mind may remember things, but you can train your subconscious mind to believe something else. Like you had this amazing past with this person and other people as well. Or Ho'oponopono, of course, would also be another amazing technique to heal and overcome some things. So let's see, what else? Spirit with the Psychic Tarot for the Twin Flame Collective. We do have one card, I don't see it yet. It is face down. This deck is so big, my hands are really tiny. Oh, okay. One thing I wanted to say, but then forgot, I was talking about the last card here, is all of the orange. Orange is the sacral chakra, and in this deck, the sacral chakra actually fell out with emotional withdrawal. So this means that right now there is maybe some kind of separation. It doesn't have to be physically. It could be just, you could be sitting on the same couch next to one another and everybody is still like in their own world or checking their phone and not talking, but we do have some kind of withdrawing, and this indicates to actually look within yourself. You're called to do some shadow work. You're called to maybe meditate. You see this person is in a very meditative state, and to actively manifest your union, your person. And as I said, that is all that my other channel is about manifesting. Manifest your twin flame, because we can manifest our twin flames, because everything that you can imagine in your head, and you probably have daydreamed being with them, automatically means that there is a timeline where you are in union with this person, where this is meant to be, and it's just your job to get there. So it's not your job, the job of your person to come to you. It is basically your job to clear your energy and to manifest getting there. And I just noticed I forgot to plug in my microphone, and I'm very sorry. So the audio may not be as good right now, but I hope you still understand. So what else do we have? I'm wondering if somebody's going to write, if I'm actually going to see it. Oh, we got another Major Arcana cards. We've got authority, the Emperor in this deck. So we got a divine masculine. We got somebody stepping into their power. And what you must not forget, even if you are the divine feminine, you also have a divine masculine within you. We all have an inner child, inner feminine, inner masculine. And as I always say, our divine masculine, our twin flame, is nothing but the 3D projection of our own inner divine masculine. Which means if we have been hurt or we have a negative image of masculinity because maybe you saw it in our fathers, grandfathers, other role models, and it doesn't matter if you're women or a man. If we have had negative role models when it comes to man and masculinity, then our own inner divine masculine is, well, not a divine masculine, but a distorted masculine. So it is important to step into our own power as well and to heal our image of masculinity, which means, of course, also healing our image of the other person. I do have a video on my other channel that is called Stop Calling Them Twin Flame Runner, because according to the law of assumption, the spirits, the universe, and we have 11:11 on the timing now, but spirit is always projecting back to you what you send out, what is within you. So if you see your person as distorted, well, that is what you keep on manifesting. So it is important that either you step into your power, not either, it is important that you do step into your power and heal your image of masculinity. Look for some amazing role models, because there's some amazing guys out there, and change your image of what is masculinity. And also, if you had negative encounters with men, you can again clear those using Ho'oponopono, use neurovision technique, or whatever technique you want. But it's important to actually check that and do that. And we do have the Ace of Wands, more passion. I mean, we have this card already, but the Ace of Wands is also a card talking about taking action in order to do something. And once you change your image of your own divine masculine within you, guess what? You pushed out. Your person is nothing but the 3D version of your own inner divine masculine or feminine if you are the masculine. So once you clear that, they have to grow with you. It's just basic law of the universe. So what else is happening? A lot seems to be happening, right? Seems to be like clearing some massive major karmic cycles. And with the universe card, again, that can talk about clearing them for good. It's the end of the journey. It's with end of the journey, I don't mean separation like the end. I mean the end of, I don't want to say doing the work, because we always grow and evolve, but it is the end of this phase, the difficult phase, the phase where we're called to clear karma. So, oh, wow. Positive movement forward, the Eight of Wands. They can talk about fast movement and, yeah, things happening fast, things happening all of a sudden. It's like when you, I don't know if you've ever sailed. I had some sailing lesson when I was a child. You cannot sail against the wind, right? If you want to sail against the wind, then you have to go like, is it zigzag? You can't go straight because you can't sail against the wind. And I feel like once the work is done, once we do have the inner power, the inner strength that we have, this inner divine masculine, I feel like spirit is sending the wind from the right direction in order to push us forwards towards the other person, towards the timeline where they are already waiting for us. And then we can finally see this movement. And the sun is here, and the sun in tarot technically is, people say, the happiest card in the deck. So this is positive movement forward to happiness. Hello, watcher number 2. So this is pretty amazing. Oh, number 2. You've missed a lot. Important time for twin flames. I can only urge you later to watch the beginning of this video. This is massive what's happening right now. We got really a chance to clear out massive cycles and step into our power towards the other person. But let's see what else. Wow. Yes. I was just talking about once we are in our power, the wind is going to come to push us into the right direction. And then here we got recognition and reward. I think it's the Three of Wands in this deck. No, Pentacles. I believe red are the Pentacles. But it doesn't matter. Recognition and reward. You see the stream of light coming down onto this person. So Spirit is watching the progress you're making, and once you stepped into your center, then they are going to push this forward. So this is not in vain, even though it may be hard, like with the first cards we had, like all of the major arcana cards. I mean, I'm still amazed, you know, and with the Tower coming up and the karma clearing, we have several karma clearing cards, and then absolutely this positive recognition. So let's get like 2 or 3 more cards, or 1 or 2 more cards in this deck, and then go to another. Wow. Hope. Hope is the star in this deck. So don't give up. And as I was saying earlier, like we're going towards the sun, towards the light, and the star is a card of wish fulfillment. Of course, another major arcana card, as I said, important time for Twin Flames right now, at least for those who actively do the work. And then, yeah, there is absolutely happy end at the end. Wow, at the end of the horizon. You know, this crossing the ocean to me also means leaving all stuff behind and not being there exactly on the other side yet, on the other end of the shore, but being on the way. And guess what came out? We do have 2 chakras now. We got the beautiful base chakra and the heart chakra. There's some clearing going on and lighting up emotions, being able to step into our emotions more. Wow, another major arcana cards. It's amazing. It's awareness, which is the magician in this deck. And even though the crown chakra card did not fall out, you see how, yeah, he is connected to Spirit. And that's what I was talking about. Once we find our center, Spirit is, yeah, basically giving us the reward because we learned to connect. Also, this could be telepathic messages from your person, but awareness. I mean, basically this is awakening. And I'm surprised because these cards we had in the beginning, you know, the clearing of old patterns, important cards. Again, we had 8 cards and 6 major arcana cards out of 8 cards. So this is an important time to ending cycles like we had with the universe and then starting new ones, but together. Let's get another deck. I have 2 more decks I want to use today, and actually 1 more. Here we're going to draw 1 card in the end. This deck is amazing. It's one of my favorites. Let's do the Secret Language of Animals. Very beautiful deck. So let's see. What's important in our journey right now? Okay, that came out fast. The orange-bellied parrots. Radiance, expression, communication, acceleration. Yeah, as soon as I read parrot, I was like, well, parrots are known to communicate, right? So there is communication on the horizon, on the other end, once we made it through. Radiance. I'm also not surprised because here we see we have 2 chakras and we do see this radiance coming here, and yeah, like this kind of halo. Stepping into the power, I said it earlier, right? Once we step into our power, the other person is just a projection of our own inner divine feminine or masculine. And then acceleration. Oh, I missed that word, acceleration. We had the 8 of, I think, Pentacles in this deck, but fast movement forward, positive movement forward, and then acceleration. We do have some awakening happening, or maybe not awakening. I guess awakening has happened for many of you, even though I don't like the term to be awakened because that sounds like something that is done, whereas awakening is something that is, you know, in steps, and we just keep on growing and growing and growing. That's why I often use awakening for the first 1 or 2 and then ascension, because there is just no end, and that would be sad if there would be an end. Earth. Wow. We got the physical body. We've got grounding, nurture, cultivate. So it's a time to take care of yourself and to ground your energies, and also grounding this connection. Beautiful. We got two more. Oh, we got my personal favorite animal, the elephant. Have always been my favorite since I was a child. I blame Dumbo, which was my favorite Disney movie when I was a kid. We got honor, empathy, responsibility, and cooperation. Cooperation. I said it earlier. Yes, I remember. I'm going to show you the card. You know, we had the yin yang, we had the chariots, and we had the black and the white horse. And they're running together. So I said earlier that you and your twin flame, you are on this journey together. You are both missing the other person. You're both doing your work. Maybe they're not as consciously doing the work as you are, but they are absolutely doing it as well. And we do have that with cooperation. Sorry, that was the chariot. Empathy, honor, responsibility. Well, the word that's popping out for me most actually is this cooperation here. And then we got the stick insect. And the stick insect is stillness, awareness, discernment, composure. The calm before the storm, right? It is stepping into one's center, into one's power, so that something good can come afterwards. But right now it is time to, yeah, be still, to meditate. We had that with this one card, the emotional withdrawal, being still, meditating, preparing. Because how do you get these downloads or these epiphanies? By being in the still, by being in still moments. So let's check the Romance Angels. First card we have is reconciliation. So now both people left me, but that's okay. Now I'm all alone again, and they missed the reconciliation. Very soon. See? Shouldn't have gone. They missed that. Wow. Okay. So we got the very soon card. I'm not surprised because the tower, it can really gain momentum. But it is... Oh, hello. There's another one. You missed some amazing stuff. Hello. So there's some amazing stuff going on. And yeah, we saw the reconciliation card. There is this gaining of momentum. We had the Tower card earlier, and I know nobody likes to see the Tower card, but the Tower card, as I said, is divine intervention. Something is coming up in order for us to clear. And since there is this extreme momentum going on right now, so if you just looked in, I would advise you to start this video, look from the beginning later, because there's some amazing stuff. But yeah, we got the very soon. We got this could be the one. You've already met a romantic partner you seek. And I'm feeling with the awareness cards that if your person hasn't been aware about that, they're gaining this awareness as well. And then we got calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And I was talking about manifesting actively because we did have the sacral chakra coming out, which is the card of manifesting. Why? Because it's also connected to creation, arts, and sexuality. And what is sexuality? It is creating new life, basically. Möchte ich auch auf Deutsch übersetzen? Oh, ich fürchte, ich kann jetzt nicht alles auch gleichzeitig auf Deutsch sagen. Aber ich weiß nicht, funktionieren die Untertitel? I'm trying to speak a bit slower. Okay, so we do have the sacral chakra card. And we do have the beautiful card that we had earlier called Lust, Triumph. And as I said earlier, we have all of these orange cards. So there is, and also in this card, you see there's a lot of orange. And here, so we're called to manifest, to calling in our soulmate or twin flame. And how do we do that? We do that by getting into the state of the wish fulfilled, as Neville Goddard said. And you can do that by visualizing being with them. You can do that with using affirmations. Technique really does not matter. Technique is just something to get you into that state, because when you imagine them being there right now, you automatically feel happy, right? And when people say you have to feel it, it does not mean that if you imagine hugging them, you actually feel their arms around you. It is more when you imagine them hugging you, you're like, oh my God, that feels good. It feels great to be hugged by this person, by my twin flame. So how do we pull them in? By, yeah, again, affirming. The technique really doesn't matter. My favorite technique would be scripting, which means I would write a text like, I am so happy to be with my person, or I have whatever I desire in that moment. And then I describe what it would feel like, and with a person, like where do we live and how does that person treat me. And then I would read that every day. And yeah, very soon. So I guess there is some major progress. Let's do like another 2 or 3 of these cards, and then we're going to the last ones for today. Trying to talk slower. It's when I'm channeling, it's just like my mouth can't talk fast enough for the things to get into my brain. Okay. Ooh, engagement. I don't always use this card literally like to engage with someone, but your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I like to use that better. The ascension, again, to get onto the next level, what we have throughout this entire reading. And engagement to me also means, I mean, in English, to engage is to do something you want and to put your energy into it, to be, yeah, really engaged, like to really focus your energy, and you have that goal and you try to reach it. So do your work. As I said earlier, your twin flame is already waiting for you, ready in that timeline. It is us to get there. So, like last one before we go to the last deck today. Oh, okay, I wanted one, but we had... Well, we were talking about manifesting, and now we do have attraction. So there is, yeah, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And this is what I was talking about earlier, when we visualize being with them, or we have the inner conversations and we pretend to actually talk to them. For your subconscious mind, it is real in that moment. And we want to tell our subconscious mind, yes, that person is with us. We want to reprogram our energy out of this, I'm waiting for my person, they're not there. In, of course they're there, I'm talking to them all the time. And once we are in this energy, then the universe reads, oh, wait, so you are in union energetically with this person? Well, then we have to make that happen. But it is on us to get there first. So that is, you know, attraction, the law of attraction. We have released your ex. That doesn't literally have to be to release another person. I often read this as like clearing karma as well, like we had with the Tower card, and we had with the Wheel of Fortune earlier in the beginning. It is about overcoming some negative energies in order to move forward, and we have so much movement. And then we got true love. Wow. So we got, this could be the one. You've already met your person. And then this is the romance of a lifetime. And again, it is important to manifest, because we always attract what is within us. So when we are in peace, or we have the other person, like the highest image of them, we see them in their best version, in their, you could say, 5D version. And we, I don't want to say neglect their flaws, like when they're standing in front of you and they're doing something stupid. Of course, you don't let that happen. You take yourself out of the situation. But in your mind, you can always see them in their greatest light. And then what's going to happen is that spirit, yeah, realizes that that is what you want and pushes you to the timeline where they actually are that way. Okay, we have this card falling out. It's called Freedom. I'm going to read it. And I'm not surprised that freedom came up, because we had so much of freeing yourself from negative, well, old stuff. I don't want to just say just negative. Liberate yourself from the manifestations of the past. Why? Because whatever is still anchored in our subconscious, this is what the universe reads. You know, if we have been abandoned, or we think of our person as absent, this is what the universe constantly reads. Oh, you are the person who gets abandoned. Okay, we can give you more of that. But when we clear that, when we forgive people in the past and we step into our power, then we delete the program of I'm the person who is abandoned into no, I am the person who is always loved. And when we are the energy of yes, I'm the person who's always loved, especially by my specific person, my twin flame, then that is what can actually happen. So liberate yourself from the manifestations of the past, from what is often called tradition. Throw open the cupboard doors to reveal the skeletons and release the crystallized views of your ancestors that have manifested as your genes. Here, Ho'oponopono or the revision technique can help. Your genes are threads of reality formed by the power of your ancestors' thoughts and feelings. Let us say, thank you, which is part of Ho'oponopono. Thank you to all who have come before us for their creations and all they have lived. For in doing so, they gave you options and brought you to where you are now. When you were born, you arrived at the vibration of all that the generations before you wanted. You are the manifestation of the expanded previous generation. Each generation's job is to expand even more for the sheer beauty and joy of it. This is the natural flow of life. Somehow we allowed ourselves to become living statues, reenacting the experiences of the past, becoming a victim to this. Your genes are a blueprint formed by the past to give you a place to start when you arrive. Amazing how you always use that when it comes to astrology, your birth chart. Your genes do not decide anything, you do. Liberate yourself and become who you know you are. You are powerful. Wow. So this is a nice last words. We are powerful, yes. And with all of the major arcana cards that came out in the beginning, this is such a vital time, and I'm just so, yeah, wish you all the best, of course, with this amazing energy, because what do we have? We have happiness coming, we have union coming, we have moving to the other side of our journey to finally reaching the goal and having spirit behind us to push us forward. So thank you for watching. Again, it was my very first live. I'm a bit red probably, as I am always when I am a little bit excited or nervous. So thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best, okay? You can check out my other channel. There's lots of coaching for twin flames, and on manifesting it is Magique Soul Ascension Coaching. Maybe I see you there, and now bye-bye.